Welcome back to the Explainer, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We are jumping right in to set the stage for mastering a truly critical system in the cockpit. We're talking about the Bombardier Q400 flight management system, specifically the performance pages. If you're looking to perfectly navigate that FMS interface without getting bogged down in the weeds, well, you're in exactly the right place. So, here's our flight path for today. We're going to cover 1. FMS Performance Page Options. 2. Understanding Performance Page 1. 3. Customizing Performance Page 2. 4. Understanding ETP and PNR. 5. Setting up airport waypoints. And finally, 6. Environmental and emergency scenarios. We're keeping it strictly linear today, guys. Think of this explainer as your ultimate pre-flight checklist for navigating that FMS interface flawlessly.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, FMS Performance Page Options. Before we strap you into the left seat, we just need to quickly introduce the basic configuration levels of the system. Okay, let's dive right into this. For each step today, I'm going to break it down so it really sticks. Picture the Q400 dashboard. Right there on the FMS screen, the performance pages provide a complete synopsis of your in-flight performance info. Now, there are 3 options based on your aircraft's configuration. You've got Basic, which is just 1 page, Manual, which spans 2 pages, and Advanced, taking up 4 pages. Since that Advanced mode is actually found in a separate supplement, we're going to focus entirely on Basic and Manual right here. A super easy way to remember this, just think BMA 124, Basic 1, Manual 2, Advanced 4. It's kind of like stepping up the operational complexity of your Q400.
Moving right along, let's hit Section 2, Understanding Performance Page 1. Here, we transition to the primary data screen to see exactly how those vital flight stats get consolidated. Notice how elegantly the system groups these critical numbers. Performance Page 1 really acts as your main dashboard. It's displaying the absolute vital in-flight info, stuff like your estimated time en route, or ETE, ETA, fuel, weight, and range. A great little memory hook here is to think of Page 1 as one glance at your Q400's vital flight stats. Seriously, everything essential is right there in just one glance.
Now let's move into Section 3, Customizing Performance Page 2, and see how this all builds. This is where we get into manual data control and tailoring the FMS to your exact needs.
So, Page 2 displays your aircraft ID along with manually selected data. If you want to remove a parameter, you just use the deselect key. That's the left line select key, followed by LSK5R. On the flip side, Man Cell opens up the manual selection page so you can add or delete items. When you do choose a parameter, it marks it with a caret symbol. Remember this. Caret means keep it. That little arrow points directly to exactly what is staying on your Q400 display.
That brings us smoothly to Section 4, Understanding ETP and PNR. The absolutely crucial point here is understanding how we calculate safe return limits during a flight. Think about this for a second. How does the aircraft actually know when turning back takes longer than just pushing forward? It's a simple question, right? But it shifts us from general performance data into absolutely critical safety calculations. Let's define exactly how the FMS answers that question using the performance menu page. First up, we have ETP, or Equal Time Point. This is your wind-adjusted en route point where flying to your destination takes the exact same time as flying all the way back. Then we have PNR, the point of no return. That's the maximum point you can travel to and still return from without needing extra fuel. To lock this in your brain, ETP equals equal time, and that's wind adjusted. PNR equals point of no return, and that one is fuel adjusted. Super important distinction.
All right, let's jump straight into the 4-page ETP/PNR sequence. This is Section 5, Setting Up Airport Waypoints.
It all kicks off right here on ETP/PNR page 1. Here, you'll enter or change your airport codes manually, or you can just press the list button to select them. Now, if an identifier isn't in the navigation database, don't worry, the Define Airports page will automatically pop up so you can add it. Think of page 1 as where to run. You're simply establishing the specific airports your Q400 is flying between.
And that brilliantly sets up what comes next. In Section 6, Environmental and Emergency Scenarios, we're diving into the precise data entry required for specific flight conditions. You see, the FMS needs context to do its job safely, and that context happens on page 2. This page gathers all your calculation data. You select your coast out and coast in airports right via the menu, and it displays flight plan wins, your fuel on board or FOB, wins out and in, fuel flow, and true airspeed. And here's the kicker. Any manual entry you make is conveniently marked with an M in parentheses. So just think of page 2 as the M page. Always look for that M to verify your manual data entries for your Q400's environmentals.
Now, we have to look at the scenarios no pilot ever wants, but literally every pilot prepares for. Page 3 requires 100% manual entry for the FMS to calculate emergency cases. You absolutely must enter winds, fuel flow, and true airspeed for both predicted engine out scenarios and predicted pressure loss scenarios at both coast out and coast in. A really simple memory aid here. Page 3 is Emergency 3. It is dedicated entirely to your Q400's engine out and pressure loss inputs.
We've officially arrived at the culminating step of the FMS sequence, finalizing the calculations. This is where all that fastidious data entry finally pays off. ETP/PNR page 4 actually calculates the final ETP and PNR distances and times. By pressing LSK1L, you open up the case selection menu to choose the exact calculation type you want to view: normal, engine out, or pressure loss. Think of page 4 as the final floor. You choose your scenario right here to unlock those final ETP and PNR calculations for your Q400. I want to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up today's explainer. With these exact calculations locked and ready in your FMS, how confidently can you navigate your next critical scenario? Think about it. You now know the exact sequence, the precise menus, and the crucial manual inputs required to master these performance pages. I really hope this structured look empowers you to dive deeper into your simulator or your actual aircraft. Thanks for joining me on the flight deck today, and as always, keep exploring.